back ends.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. The action is only moments away, and it comes your way next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. It's the start of a new season in the NFL. Welcome to our first Sunday of 2024 with football. Mike Tirico, my partner this year, Greg Olsen. Greg, so excited to be with you and so excited about week 1. You build it up, you talk about it for 6 months, but when it arrives, man, it feels so good.
And it's really the only week of the entire season, Mike, where all 32 teams are all dreaming the same thing. Playoffs, Super Bowl hopes. This was the best offseason any of them have ever had. And on top of that, it's the excitement and the hope in these stadiums. In the NFL thinks that this is their year, and week 1's getting off to a hot start, and I know both you and I are looking forward to being along for the ride.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. Led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
A lot of times, Mike, you come off an incredible season like he had last year, and you tend to get a little complacent. Human nature sort of kicks in, but after hearing him talk the other day, it's pretty clear that's not the case here. I mean, in fact, he seemed to be even more motivated than I've seen him in the past. He laid out some lofty goals, not only for his team, but for himself, including winning his 3rd MVP trophy, which would put him in some rare company. But most importantly, he made it clear that his #1 goal was finally to get over the hump and win his first Super Bowl. I expect him to have another strong season, and if he plays up to those standards, the sky is truly the limit, not only for him, but for this team. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. A give left side. Here comes Hall. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now, Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. Play action now, Jackson. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
They'll set up the screen to Hall. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It's now third down and 4.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got it at about the 8. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. They'll run, it's Hall. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now. When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
On the return is Trey Palmer. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
There's just something special about week one, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
Second down and 8.
Here we go.
Fields. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll try and play with some pace early on. Fields. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Here we go, son.
Now it's Taylor. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Don't jump, ready?
They go right back to Taylor. They try to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Right.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Right. Right.
Throwing is Fields. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on it? It's 1st and goal. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. An injured player on the field, and it's the running back, Jonathan Taylor. See, quarter 1 of week 1. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Here we go, son. Right.
Fields to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
Here we go.
Now Fields. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have... pursuit of this extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Whose kick is good. And the visitors will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Samuel there to make the catch. They get 15 on that game. That's enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Jackson up top again. He finds his big tight end, Everett. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Gets a quick throw over to Samuel. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. To the air one more time with Jackson. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first.
He is in.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 10-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Don't jump, right?
Now, Fields. This one complete to Higgins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Brought on 1st down with Taylor. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's to the sideline and intercepted. Pick off by the rookie out of Miami.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
A fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and running back Jonathan Taylor set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down.
Here we go. All right.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's Taylor. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Taylor. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
Hurry up, hurry up.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. And right to the 25-yard line, that is enough for the first down. So they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going.
Result is a first down.
Here we go, son. All right.
To throw is Fields. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that your coordinator's crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 10.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5. Now an injury timeout, and that's Breece Hall, who is struggling a bit after that play. Jackson now on 2nd down. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Let's give an offensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They've had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. On play action, here's Jackson. There he goes again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
3rd and short, Jackson. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Back to throw is Fields. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. They get 22 yards there, and that will be a 1st down. Cup in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Now, Jackson. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Jackson now. There's a short one taken by Ingram.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's 3rd and 7. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 13. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
6-yard line. A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 4.
DC, ready?
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Get on! Ready? Ready, sit on! Sit on!
Now it's Jackson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Palmer now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football.
Here we go.
Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Fields now on 2nd down. Now he takes off. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. He's been elusive in this first half. Look at those rushing numbers for him. Defense definitely going to have to find a way to keep him in check. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fields. He'll take off again. And he'll be taken down. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. And that is going to turn into an absolute disaster. What is going on there? 1st down was not very good.
Here we go, son.
Here's 2nd and goal. Hit as he throws and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways.